My camera's not working on. What is going on? I don't understand this. Hey, everybody. If there's anybody out there, I'm trying to get my camera to work and it's not. So just give me a minute. I do not understand what is happening. Hey, Aiden. Sorry, I'm trying to get this working and it's not, for some reason, it's not turning on my camera. I know if you can hear me, can you just let me know? Okay, so you can hear me. That's good. Um, I don't know why my camera's not working. That's a little frustrating. Well, you can hear me, so while I'm playing around with that, how's everybody doing? What are we reading? I gotta change my selection too, because I'm actually not reading that. I finished that last 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this is doing this. Hmm. Anyway, can y'all tell me what you're reading? What's everybody got on their agenda this week? I am reading Bunny by Mona Awad. I haven't read anything else this month because I've been so preoccupied with baby. Yep, that makes sense. I can just be a disembodied voice. Well, here, I can at least do this so you can see more of the screen. Yes, I'm going to take this off. I did set it up so that the Flocus is kind of more like it's a direct link to Flocus, so I don't have to control everything. So you can see that better, but I need to play around with some of the settings. Kristen's reading The Baby Dragon Cafe. I've heard good things about that. How is that one? Listening to the body in the back garden and coloring like a well-adjusted adult. Love that. Going to be on my treadmill, no heat, so workout and a way to generate body heat while reading Most Wonderful by Georgia Clark. Yeah, I don't know why this is. Oh, okay. There we go. Coloring for the Wind, definitely agree. I think I'm also going to be reading Bunny. I just need to, once I get this figured out. Sorry, I know I keep doing different transitions. I would love for my face to be on there, but I don't know what's going on. My camera is on. It's there. It's just for whatever reason not picking it up. Going to have to use the boys for heat tonight. Hopefully they run hot. Yeah, it's been chilly here. Um right now it's 42 outside. Well, the other thing I want to get going is we usually do a little music. I got to do royalty free. We have our first deep freeze warning tonight, so excellent timing for heat to go out, but the boys will keep everybody warm. Yeah, that's a little too loud. Yeah, we haven't, to my knowledge, had a full freeze. We've had a frost, but no freezes yet. Per usual, I am planning to do 3 sprints tonight, the traditional 45 and 15. So we'll be going to about 11 or 11:15 p.m. Hopefully I'll get my camera working at some point. But if not, we'll just do a disembodied voice like I'm doing right now. Just for a reminder for those that are participating in the Craft and Crime Book Club, we are meeting next, I believe it's next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be meeting over in the Discord. I wanted to do more of a discussion type thing where we just talk about the book. So I'll come prepared with some questions. We can talk about it. And I know at least a couple of you have read it, so I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it. I'll post a link to the Discord channel specifically, kind of closer to the day. And then Thursday is my last sprints or stream for creeping through chapters. We've had a lot of activity. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm thinking that's going to be a traditional 8 to 11. But I also, if anybody wants to wear costumes and share pictures, we can absolutely do that too. So that will be next week. So I'll have a meeting Wednesday night. And then Thursday I'll be on stream. And I'm planning to be in costume, but we shall see if I can get something together. For those that are participating in the blind date with the book exchange over on the Silent Book Club virtual, that the names are going to be drawn next Thursday. So if you want to sign up for that, I can repost the link there, but that's going to be next Thursday. And then believe the deadline to sign up for the Traveling Pages book club is going to be like the week after. Passing the Pages book club. Sorry, my brain just totally lagged. So lots of things coming up. So I'll be sure to like post, in the Discord and talk about that. And then also in the book clubs area. So. And yeah, Danielle Aiden was asking how Oliver's doing. Have any updates you want to share? Oh, did I get it to work? Oh my. You think you signed up for the blind date with the book exchange? You probably did. I can check if you want, Kristen. Okay. This is not the camera that I wanted to be using, but hello. And my light needs to be turned a little bit, and this needs to be angled. I don't usually prefer to use the camera on the computer because it makes me look like I'm dying slowly. Danielle says he's so good, growing really well now. Struggled at first and starting to sleep more and smile. I love baby smiles. And Kristen, I will check that right now because if I don't, I will forget. So give me 1 second. That's Elfster. Aiden says, "Aw, good to hear about the sleeps and smiles. Yay." Yeah, this is why I don't use the computer camera because my table wibbles and my face wibbles. So on the next, like on the sprint, I'm going to play around with it and see if I can get it to work. I do not remember what I used to log in. One moment. Festive blind date with the book exchange. Kristen, I believe you did. Does your last name start with a B, as in boy? Because if so, I see your name there. Also, I have officially decided I'm going to start growing my hair back out. It's like driving me nuts that it's on my neck. So over the next year, you all will see it kind of start growing. Okay, good. So you're in it, Kristen. So then what's going to happen is the names will be drawn on October 30th. The budget's $50. You do not have to spend $50. You can spend less. It's really just kind of arbitrary number there. And then we're going to have a meeting like a virtual meeting to exchange the book. So you'll want to make sure to mail your book to your recipient before then. So, yeah, we've got a lot of fun things coming up. And it's funny because I was talking to my friend yesterday and I was like, I have this blind date with a book exchange. We're doing a blind date with a book exchange for my local chapter of Silent Book Club. And then I'm also doing one with another book club. So I'm going to have 3 blind dates, 2 of which I know the recipient, the third I won't. But I already have a couple books in mind. If you like fantasy with a little bit of mystery and not a lot of smut, I have read the book is called The Tainted Cup. And the second one is A Drop of Corruption. I've been reading A Drop of Corruption, and it's so good. And it's funny. And I I like a funny. So okay, so it's 8:19. I'm gonna go ahead and get us started. And we will go for 45. And maybe the next break I'll make a little bit shorter just so we don't run too late today. But I will see you guys in 45 minutes. I will be around. So if you message, I'll be checking it. I am going to fuss with the camera again, though, see if I can get that to work. So enjoy your reads. Don't forget to drink your water. And I even got mine. Mine's right here. And I will see you guys in 45 minutes. Hello, hello, hello. How did that sprinkle for everybody? I'm going to turn this music down just a little. It's too loud for me on my end. There we go. I did not get any reading done. I got my camera figured out and then I walked around for a minute. Just a little restless from the frustration, so I figured I would just take a minute. You know how that goes. There we go. I feel like I blow dried my hair today, but I feel like I didn't do a very good job. Trying to put my slippers on. Sorry, guys. That's why I'm wobbly. That's why I'm wiggling, moving the camera. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it wasn't that big of a deal. It's just a little frustrating. There's no reason it shouldn't have worked. And literally all I had to do was unplug it and plug it back in. So, also, this shirt, I don't know if anybody else is a Crime Junkie fan, but it's kind of Halloweeny. And it says, keep it weird. Where's the other string? There we go. So, Justin picked it out for me to wear today. I didn't know what to wear, and he said, wear this one. And I said, okay. Read about 40 pages and worked up a sweat. I'm definitely not cold anymore. That's good. It's been, I like to be cold. I've always been that way. I prefer cold over hot always. But today was terrible. Hey, Allison, how's it going? Thanks for joining. What are you reading tonight, Allison? Also, I probably will not be hey Laura. Oh, my ghost pillow, this one. I probably won't be at the virtual silent book club tomorrow. My father-in-law is retiring after 48 years with his company and his party's tomorrow night. So I don't think I'll be there if I'm able to get there in time. Like if I get back in time, I'll try to join, but it is 5 to 8 p.m. and it's about 30 minutes away. Let's say for those local to me, it's in Troy. I don't even know where I got that pillow, to be honest. Maybe Sheen? I don't know, but it's like super soft. I also have a black cat one. This one's from Target, I know that. Yeah, I'm super excited for my father-in-law. He started working at the company he's at when he was 17. And he's been there for 48 years. So he very much deserves to have a break. So we're going to be going out to dinner. The kitty one was from Target for sure. Cuz I have a bunch of other little statues. Yeah, I love Halloween. It's one of my favorites. I'm trying to see what else is in the background that you guys can see. So there's another kitty right there. And then on this side, I have a little ghosty. Do you see the little ghost? And then my lights. You know, usually I decorate my whole house for Halloween, but I'm hosting a Friendsgiving with some of my book club friends on November 1st. So I would literally have to on Halloween tear everything down and get my house set up, and I just did not feel like doing that this year. So I'll probably decorate for Thanksgiving here in the next week or so. And then next year I'm going to go all out for Christmas, but next year, I don't know. I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like, I like the decor, but I want something simple, if that makes sense. The other thing that I couldn't display, which is one of my favorite things that I found, is this. He's in rough shape right now because I didn't refluff him. But this little Christmas tree, but he's too tall for all of my shelves. I couldn't put him anywhere. And it has all these little cute bulbs. Like this one has a spider on it. And see, it just popped right off. So a bunch of them are missing, but I love a little tree. So, but yeah, usually I'm more into a like really just going all out for the holiday stuff. But one thing we do every year though for Halloween, or we have been, is we buy the full size candy bars and we pass those out. So we'll be doing that again this year. And then the last couple of years we've set up a table in our driveway with our neighbor, and we put the fire pit out and just light a fire and sit out in the driveway and pass out candy. Weather permitting, we're probably going to do that again, but if it's this cold, I don't know if we'll be. Well, I mean, 2 years ago we sat out in the snow, so I guess we probably still would. Actually, Danielle, I think if you're still here, I think I sent you a picture of the snow a couple of years ago now. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm finding it. For those that get that joke. Maybe not. Nope. 2 years ago, or last year was nice. No, last year was really nice. Yeah, it's a fun tradition. So one of the things that we also have done in the past, which we're not doing it this year because we couldn't find them, but we've also passed out Pokemon cards. They come out with like little Halloween ones every year for those kids that can't have like chocolate. But this year we just got a bunch of different types of candy so that kids can have, for those that can't have chocolate, there's non-chocolate. For those that have like peanut allergies, there's things without nuts. I try to be inclusive where possible. I mean, all I know is I'm the house with the big candy bars. We also have a friend coming to stay next weekend too, so it's just me busy. Yeah, here you go. You guys see the snow on my jacket? Sitting out in the driveway getting snowed on. Yeah. Oh yeah, Laura. You need to get it. Sam's Club has some good deals on Halloween candy right now if you have a Sam's Club membership. Why is my part like over in the other side of the country? Jeez. There we go. Or did I just make it worse on the other side? Okay. Whatever. Just let it go. I know Aiden said she read 40 pages. How about everybody else? Did you get any reading done? Did you get any productivity stuff done? I literally played Monopoly Go and walked around. But also I tried to find a spooky playlist. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna play with the volume after the sprint just to make sure you can enjoy it. For those that have not joined, I do have a Discord specifically for my YouTube channel. Oh, Tiny Bookshop is so fun, Allison. Danielle said, I fed the baby, but yes, I remember your snow picture. I figured you were probably off doing something with your little guy. I played Tiny Bookshop and I finished it, but there's still some like achievements I need to do. Was it my backyard? I think I sent you a picture of the candy too. Oh yeah. That's Halloween 2 years ago. Finished a coloring page. My work is done. Laura read a couple chapters of Play Nice. I started that one, Laura, but I'm not going to be there tomorrow. So I put it down. Tiny Bookshop. I keep meaning to check out that game. Also, Laura Howe's Play Nice. I want to read that, but I'm number 27 on the list at my library. I've played a few hours of Tiny Bookshop. It's cute, but I'm getting bored. Yeah, I'm pretty close to the end of the game, but I needed something mindless. You know, Allison, I've been doing Water Park Simulator for that same reason. Like, I literally got like saved up $1 million in the game, completely ripped my park apart yesterday and rebuilt it. And yes, Sam, you should share a picture in your in my Discord or your Discord wherever you want. Where is mine? I have one. Let's see. I don't have a good one. I'll have to create one. What do you guys think? What should we call it? My goodness. You know what I've been liking, Sam? They have those cozy coloring books that are just like, they're smaller, like maybe like 5x8, 6x8 size. And it's not a very detailed one, but it's sometimes nice to just sit down and color for like 15 minutes. Laura says, Aiden, I like it so far, but it's got a very girly influencer narrator, still recovering from reading Alchemize, which wrecked her. I have that one. I'm scared to read it. It's huge. It's so thick, Laura. That's what she said. That's alchemized. Coco Wio. Coloring. Help me, Sam. I like it, but I'm confused what it stands for. Coco Wio. Thanks for the heads up on the narrator, Laura. I'm gonna have to check out Alchemize. That's one is not on my radar. So someone else will have to explain it, but I believe that this has been renamed from something else, if I am correct. Laura, do you know? Yeah, it's RF Kwangthik. I mean, it's well, let's see. It's 1,000 pages. But it's like this particular copy, the pages are so nice. Oh, only book you've read so far in October. Yeah, it's good, but there is another name for it, and I can't remember. Manacled. Thank you, Kel. That is what it's called. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you're doing well. Based on Manacled, which is Hermione Malfoy fanfic. Got it. Okay. Coco Wio. No idea that's one of the cozy coloring books. Okay. The book is way more than that. Okay, that's good to know. So, yeah, I'll have to show you guys some of the coloring books I've got. They're just little things that you can get for like $8. Today is Stuff Your Kindle Day for mysteries. Stuff Your Kindle Days are days you can get ebooks, not just Kindle books, for free. So, if you have a Kindle, be sure to use your link and get some books today. I'm going to check it out. Thanks, Danielle, for the reminder. And yes, Cal, thank you so much for joining. If you have a preference of what you'd like to be called, if you would prefer she, her, he, him, they, them, just let me know and I'll use that terminology for you. And if you have a preferred name, let me know also. Oh, our sprint is pretty much done, or our break is done. Geez, you can tell I've had a long week. So I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. Please, please, please drink your water, and I will see you then. Thank you, Sam. And probably good so I dropped the mic. So when I started talking, I said if that didn't I'm struggling today, guys. If the timer didn't scare you, me dropping the mic would have. So it's probably good that I was muted. How did everybody's sprint go? I spent some time looking at the Kindle stuff, and I think I added probably like 10 books. Are they going to be like the number one pick that I'm going to focus on? No, but they're cute. So a lot of mystery stuff. And then I've been listening. So I was going to start listening to Bunny or reading Bunny, but I still have to read A Drop of Corruption, and I have it on audiobook. So I just listen so I could just multitask. I didn't feel like sitting and reading, if that makes sense. So, come say hi. Come here. Come say hi. Come on. You say hi. Come forward. Oh, she's so intelligent. I'm in the final drama-filled pages of Most Wonderful. It is still far from the most wonderful time of year for these kids. Okay. Come here, Maple. I'm trying to get you in a spot where I can pet you. There. Oh, she's just giving me the dirty eye. You say hi? You say hi. There you go. Put yourself down. She's so silly, guys. Sam said, finished my book and wandered on over to read Too Old for This. Kristen went out to eat dinner and a load of dishes and a batch of brownies later. Only got one chapter read in. Sounds like you did a lot of other good stuff, though. And Aiden wants to know what you think of Too Old for This. Brownies are one of my weaknesses, too. I'm thinking these people don't have self-preservation skills. Yeah. Can you... They want to see you and how cute you are. Look at this. Oh, where are you going to go? So silly. Yeah. You're cute. Come here. I wish you guys could hear it. She meows so loud. Just want you on my lap a little bit so they can see you, you goof. So they can see you. Oh, she's hiding her face. Okay. Okay, drama queen. They can still see your whole backside. They can see your whole backside. Look at you. Nope, she just does not. She's not interested in me today, guys. Okay, okay. Gotta be on her terms, apparently. She's such a brat. Now she's gonna beg for attention, watch. Yeah, no paparazzi. Yeah. She only wants my attention when she wants it, but if I, you know. She's rubbing up on the desk. What are you doing? She's gonna go on this side now. What are you doing? I do have ghost nails. Good catch, Laura. So it's like 2 different type of ghosts and then a glitter. I did them myself. They're just little stickers. I tried. Oh, she shouted a lot. Ma'am, there is no need to shout. Hey. So I bought like all this stuff to do like my own extensions and stuff. Not hair extensions, but nail extensions. And I tried it last week with a short almond shape and I hated it. So I ended up having to I took those off yesterday and just put these on. I'm going to keep trying. I do really like doing nails, and so far I found, so these are just Dashing Diva stickers. So they're just stickers, and then I put a gel coat on top of it. And then it lasts me like almost 2 weeks. So as long as I don't if I do dishes, I have to wear like a rubber glove to prevent water from getting underneath it. But I figure $7.99 a manicure is not bad, especially when I get regular pedicures. So, but Maple's gone. Where'd you go, babe? Hmm? Where are you? No, don't rub up on that. Come here. Come here. There you go. You were so close to being in the camera, but not close enough. You got a pedi today? What color did you do? I go for pedicures, I go probably every 5 or so weeks. I go with a friend. But I have an ingrown toenail that I've already had removed once and it started to come back. So now I go get pedicures regularly to help delay having another, it's not really a procedure, but like your soul, like my fingernails. My nails, I did like a dusty blue this time, but I think I'm getting more into the holiday spirit. So next time I go, probably do like a red or like a burgundy. But been digging the blues lately. You done? All right, she's done, guys. She's had enough. I think the other two followed my husband into the room. I think he went and laid down. We had a significant temperature drop, and when that happens, he gets migraines. So he's had a pretty bad headache on and off all week. So I had one earlier this week, but I think mine's tied to my cycle more than anything else. What? Okay. One thing that I've been like trying to figure out, I've just been really busy the last couple of weeks, and it's not really going to slow down probably till the new year. But one thing I want to sit down and do, and anybody who's done YouTube videos before, I would love to know like how you create a schedule or like how you plan out your videos, because I would like to in 2026 actually have regularly scheduled content, whether that's every week or every 2 weeks or whatever. I'm planning to continue streaming and those videos do get published. but I would like to actually create content too. And I also need to figure out how to do, I would like to stream both here and on TikTok if I can. So I need to figure out how to do all of that also. I don't think the program that I use goes to that. I did look at the one you recommended. I think Kristen, you were the one talking about it, and I signed up for it, but I haven't literally had haven't had a spare minute to sit down and play. Have I had my vitamin D levels checked? Um, Not recently, Aiden, but I take vitamin D every day. So the last check I had was a little over a year ago, and I was more than sufficient with vitamin D. In fact, it's very rare, which is probably the same for you. It's very rare that Michiganders have sufficient vitamin D because of the weather. My husband's was very low when he got some testing done earlier this year, but he took a pill, like a really overly sized, so much vitamin D once a week, and he just finished that. He did that for 6 months. Okay. I used to make a list of wants, and then I check them off as I film them, then I'd schedule them. Okay. How far ahead are you filming? Are you like only filming like one like a couple weeks at a time, or do you film like way out? Because I had some ideas floating around. Obviously, some of them are gone. Like they're not going to work because obviously I can't do a Q4 update or a Q4 goals halfway through October. It's not going to work. But I would like to just brainstorm. Like I do have one video in mind where I want the cats to pick my next read for like 3 books, and I'll put books in front of them and let them pick, which I think will be funny. I have no idea how to do YouTube stuff, but I love to sprint. I didn't really know anything about it, Laura. I just had watched a lot of other YouTubers who do sprints, and I've been wanting to do streaming for a while. I love watching streaming, and I thought about doing gaming streaming, like video games, but the problem with that is um I am not consistent with games, and usually to build a good following, you want to be consistent with a few games that you play because the people that watch you watch because they like the game, for example. And so I tend to jump all over the place for genre, and I just felt that that wouldn't be enjoyable content for new people. Whereas something like this is me interacting with you, it's more personal. I can actually read the chat, that kind of stuff. But the videos, I can edit, and I've had no issue doing that. It's just finding time to film and what I want to film. But I've been struggling busing since coming back from the Philippines. I used to have them filmed a month out. Okay. And I'd use the random clips throughout the month for your wrap ups. Oh, so like anything that you filmed. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I've been doing some medical research and found something about prostaglandin levels. High equals more cycle pain migraines, and low can be one of many factors. Yeah. So he specifically, so migraines run in his family. His mother gets them, his aunts get them, his sister gets them. His one cousin like couldn't work because she would get him so bad, and then his grandma gets them as well. Um, so it's something with their genetics specifically. He did take the vitamin D, and he's been continuing to take vitamins for other stuff, which has vitamin D in it, like the men's one a day, if you will. So I'm not really worried about that, but the one thing that was a little bit frustrating is he's been taking a specific painkiller that works, and the insurance company decided that they didn't want to cover it. It should be the last choice, even though it's something he's been taking. It's not a preventative, it's a responsive pill. And so the doctor's been giving him like samples of other things to try until he can prescribe it again, which is so stupid because while it is technically falls under like a higher class category or one of those more protected classes, he's never once abused it, and there's evidence of that. So it's just frustrating, but it seems that the alternate ones have worked. It's just figuring out which one. I do think too, Aiden, if we're getting really personal, I think he has undiagnosed ADHD. And I think that that's causing him some issues as well. So I've been pushing him to get tested for that. Thumb insurance, yeah, pretty much. It's just part of living in the United States. While I'm still thinking about it, happy Thanksgiving to you, Sam. I hope you had a great Canadian Thanksgiving, and you enjoyed some good food and some good company. I was just thinking about that during this last sprint. But we have 30 seconds left in this break. I'm going to go ahead and get us moved over. Please, please, please don't forget to drink water. Okay? Drink your water, stretch your body. Don't be sitting the whole time. If you're reading on a screen, make sure to look away from your screen every 20 minutes or so to give your eyes a break. They need it. That also can help prevent migraines as well. And hopefully I can get more into this book because it's starting to get good. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
for sandwiches. That should work right.
I don't know what you're talking about, Space Ghost.
Go ahead,
My
Mohar.
show was...
Yeah, we poked you with sticks till you fell down. Remember?
You sure I didn't harness the power of the sun?
No, it's definitely sticks. Beaten with sticks.
All right, go get 'em. How's it going, man? Ow! No! Ow! Not there! Ow! Ow!
Are you still here?
Welcome to the program.
I'm sorry. I thought the show was over.
It started?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
scares me every single time. All right. Go ahead and pause this. Music. I said pause the music. Thank you. How did everybody's sprint go? I listened to a little bit more of my book, and then I've just been working on a few things online. In the final pages of my book, it's made you cry twice. Sam says there has been more murder. Sam, there's a lot of murder. Yeah, I was gonna say Sam is reading too old for this. It's a book, Laura, that I'm doing for my Craft and Crime book club that I started this month. I read it earlier this month, and I have opinions, but I'm having um, a book club next week, so we can talk about it. I made it to 30 of my Dragon Cafe book. That's the Baby Dragon Cafe, right? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pause this because that was our last sprint. Let me just chit chat. 30%. Oh, 30%. Okay. I think I may have bought that one when I was on Amazon, but now I'd have to go look again. Um, remember you talking about it earlier this month on my page 253 of my book, hoping I finish it before tomorrow, about 90 pages to go. Yeah, that's Play Nice, right, Laura? Speaking of Craft and Crime Book Club, is the Discord channel intended to be locked until next week? No. Well, let me go look at that. Hmm. Let me see here. Mm. Yep. I don't know what happened there, Sam. Okay, that should fix it. Gotta save it, but there we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. You should be able to get into there. But Let me see.
Spectre Fido.
I don't know why it made that noise. If you heard that, I am so sorry. I'm trying to edit the channel. It did. I have permission to view now. Okay. I want to hear what you guys think of Too Old for This. Oh my God, I loved Play Nice. Also, my cat Leo just did a somersault on the couch. Weirdo. Wish I'd gotten it on video. Leo rocking out. It did. I have permission to view now. Okay, I'm so sorry I scared you guys. So I was in Discord and I have a sound that when I join new servers, it says the F word if I know. And it's I'm so sorry. I need to turn it off for that one, but it's like a running joke because it's the streamer that I follow named Granny. My bad. I'm so sorry. Of course, I let my sound play through my computer. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to change that sound setting there so that when I join that Discord, it doesn't do that. I am so sorry. Yeah, I'll change it before we meet next week so you guys don't get startled by it. But I have in Discord, I have a voice chat called Book Club Discussion. I might add another one that's specific for craft and crime, and then if we do buddy reads or whatever, people can use the other one. But I just need to sit down and kind of get myself prepped for that. But I'm really sorry that that startled you guys. I will say the alert for the timer when it transitions, it is so loud on my end. So I don't know if anybody was looking at the screen when it went off. I literally jumped out of my skin. It scared me. Yeah, it does fit the spooky vibe, scaring everyone. But I will turn that off because it's really, I don't prefer to use things with language in it if I can help it, but it's just so funny. So that's why it's there. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting together some questions. We can talk about it next week. And then I have already announced the read for November in case anybody wants to know. The official pick for that is Gone Before Goodbye. Excuse me, by Harlan Coben and Reese Witherspoon. I jump more when people whisper that they're coming back, especially if I'm reading a thriller. Yeah. I mean, and then you have streamers like me who forget to unmute their mic and just talk into nothing for like 5 minutes. I'm very smart. Yeah. Yeah, so that one just came out. The one for next month just came out. I ordered it through Target and I don't know if there's still a deal going, but I did see that Target had buy one get one 50% off recently. I don't know when that expired. So if you would like to get it from there and maybe save a little money since we have the holidays coming up, you can do that. Or if I believe it's relatively cheap on Kindle. Cheap is relative again, but I would say that it's not too bad. I'm excited to read it though because I feel like with all of the I sang in my first live trying to figure things out and didn't know you weren't muted. So you had the opposite problem. Oh my goodness. It's so funny because like like I feel like I'm very comfortable streaming now. Or library, Sam, yeah. But the thing is, it's a new book. It literally just came out. So unless you were already on the list to get it from your library, you might not be able to. So that's why I was saying, like, if you want to see like a cheaper option, Target had some deals. I know Target's not in Canada, but so it's just something to consider. But I know Reese Witherspoon did a couple of like she was a director for some of those really good TV shows, so I'm hoping that this is really good too. And then for anybody else interested, December I have picked Haven't Killed in Years by Amy K. Green. So I've already got like everything planned for the rest of the year. But I will be starting um planning for Q1 of next year here soon. The other thing I was thinking about is I wanted to see for those that are going to participate in that book club, I wanted to see if there were any like older like thriller mystery books that you guys want to read that maybe you haven't read or maybe you're kind of getting into it. Um so just let me know if you I'm going to create. Okay, you saved it for Everand for when you get your own lexicon. Okay. Um so I'm gonna create a channel in my Discord that's craft and crime, like book recommendations. That's my goal. Yeah, Agatha Christie's one of them. So if anybody wants to go, read some of those, because I obviously have a bunch of them. I've been buying the Hercule ones. I haven't bought all of them. I think I'm up to 8 or 9 out of 38. I've just been buying them as I see them out in stores because I'm buying a specific print version of it. So those are over here. Wonder if I can turn you guys. Yeah, so those are oops. Okay. This is inverted, so my brain is not working. It's these ones here. So they're all the same. You can kind of see the numbers on the top. I tried to get them to be all the same. Don't mind my husband's gaming stuff, but that's his Destiny shelf. So, but so I've been kind of slowly collecting those. I loved Agatha Christie growing up, and I like her writing style, and I really like kind of how weird Hercule is a little bit. He's kind of an odd character, which is why I think I like A Drop of Corruption and The Tainted Cup because the main character is very weird. Don't know if you all are into Sandra Brown or Lisa Jackson, but I'd like to catch up with them. Yeah, so that would be a good thing to suggest specific books, or maybe a book that you really liked that you'd like to have people to discuss with. I definitely want it to be more of a collaborative book club. I think it would be more fun that way. I do for the first 3 months planned newer books because I wanted to make sure that I'm kind of keeping in the loop a little bit on some of the new mystery thriller. So, but yeah, I'll create a channel in there for book suggestions for crafting crime so that we can get recommendations. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me add one. I'll do it right now. Oops. Craft and crime book suggestions. Oops. If I don't do it now, it won't get done. So let me do it before I forget. All right. It is in there. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And it can be kind of weird. Okay. Ruth Ware, Darcy Coates. I like Darcy Coates. I've read some of her stuff and I've read some of Ruth Ware and I like her stuff as well. I know Sam would not be down to read Riley Sager, so we'll probably avoid that. Mr. Mercedes books from King. Huh. Yeah. Kristen, you've got a ton of recommendations. Go ahead and throw them in there. I'm totally down for that. And I need to go through my shelf. Few things. I need to actually catalog my books and see what I've got because I've added so many in the last year and a half that I really don't know what I have. So I found an app I'm going to use. It's called Libib or Libib. And I'm going to use that to catalog all of my books. And the other thought I had was like creating a buddy read list with some friends and seeing, okay, we all have this book on our list. Do we want to read it at the same time and do that? So it's kind of like what Danielle and I did. We've been doing that together. That's why we're both reading Bunny right now. So, but I also, this time of year is just hard. So I won't be picking that up till next year. And I'm doing a couple of them. I know, Sam, I do have to read A House Across the Lake. I do have to read it. It's sitting where did I put it? It's sitting right up here. I put it up here. But it's just, I like to do buddy reads because I like to have someone to talk to a book about. And I really enjoyed when we did the Silent Book Club Wedding People because that's not a book I would normally have just picked up to read. Um, I had it, it looked good, but I knew that I wouldn't pick it up just I wouldn't prioritize it. So when Allison was talking about reading it, I was like, yes, it's not sitting in the sad pile. It's sitting alphabetically. All of my S books are up here. Alphabetical by last name. That's why it's there. It's not in the sad pile. You're ridiculous, Sam. Um, but yeah, so those are just things like maybe the sad pile. Yeah, Sam, maybe you should send me some of that confetti that Sarah sent you. But so those are just things that are floating in my head, and I know people are really interested in it. Like we're doing the blind date with a book exchange, and then we're gonna do the passing the pages book club. So it's like those are things that are gonna be fun to do. And I'm trying to find a balance of doing books that I want to read and also like broadening my horizon because I tend to stick within like a couple of genres, which is fine, but I just want to make sure that I'm not only reading those genres. So like The Wedding People was a good genre and I've been doing a book club with my mom and they tend to pick more like family drama specific books. And so I prefer something like that. Now they did for October, they did do Too Old for This, which I was cackling. Um Aiden, you do not understand how badly I need my poll for the book exchange to be someone I can send confetti to. Sam, I can rig the system if you want. Yeah, those people in customs are gonna have a field day with that. For those that don't know what we're talking about, we'll just say it's phallic shaped. That's all I'm gonna say about it. And it went through customs into Canada for our last exchange. I also had the thought to twice a year exchanges, so like a summer and a winter, or we could even do spring and fall. So we'll have to figure that all out. But I know with the holidays, that's a little bit more. I need to finish up my TBR jar books for the year. I'm a few months behind. I'll trade names if need be, Sam. I technically can. One second, Sam. I bet I can set it so that you don't get someone like you don't know very well. Let me look. Oh, and I received a lovely surprise. Shut up. No, I wish I was joking. It was so funny. So stinking funny. Let's see. That's Elfster. Yeah, I giggled. Let's see here. I set up. So I think I can, Sam, set it up so that you don't get people that you don't know. Do you want me to do that for you? Yeah, I'm gonna put something in there as soon as we're done here, Aiden. If you would like, because there's only so we have like 8 or 9 people on there, and there's only really like 2 that I don't know very well, but they've been around. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can take them off. It's up to you because I can restrict it. Okay. We can restrict it too. So, like, I could make it so that you can't have the same person again. So, for the next one, I was going to say that because, that way we don't end up doubling up. But I'm like, I would be happy to receive another package from Sam because it was pretty awesome. So, It's cool though. Yeah, it looks like we have a total of 10. We have 10 people in there. And there's really only one name that I don't know well, but that doesn't mean that they haven't been. Everyone needs a little sparkle now and then. But all right, y'all. No, I want the confetti. I think it would be so funny. And I would spread that everywhere. The fact that Sarah did that it made it so good. I would love to see it go through American Customs. um but it is 11:26. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here cuz I am getting sleepy and my body hurts from sitting for so long because unlike you guys, I didn't take my own advice. So I need to get up and move and then I got to go get ready for bed. But as of right now, we will be streaming next Thursday. And if I have time this weekend, I don't know. I've got to look at my schedule. I might pop on and do some, but I think I would rather do more like a virtual silent book club type thing versus streaming. So thank you everybody for joining. As I say every week, I very much appreciate you taking time out of your schedules to hang out with me. It means the world out of all the places that you could be that you're here. And I look forward to talking to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.